Taiwanese motorcycle giant Kymco Kwangyang Motor Co. adds to its MY18 motorcycle lineup with the pocket-sized Spade 150. This bumps the total number of motorcycle products available in the US up to 5, and brings a decidedly 70s flavor to the lineup. The funky little Spade packs a 12 horsepower thumper into a sporty and agile little frame with 2-up capability for some cheap thrills and fuel-efficient transportation. I like to cover Kymco's products. The factory has really made some inroads into defeating the stigma attached to the "Made in China" label. Don't believe it? I would make mention of the fact that Kawasaki and BMW both have partnerships with Kymco, and if that isn't an endorsement, I swear I don't know what is. Ankle biter. It may not be an official classification, but it should be, especially since more and more manufacturers are jumping on the bandwagon. Honda's Braum, Kawasaki's Z125 Pro, Suzuki's Fanvan, and even Kymco's own K-Pipe 125 aren't out of place beside the Spade, though the Fanvan is certainly the closest in the looks department. The Spade channels the custom culture with blackout treatment across the machine to include the triple tree, headlight can, twin instrument clocks, mirrors, engine, exhaust and more. A sporty, monochromatic front fender leads the way with a sport bike-like cut that doesn't quite match the retro looks of the rest of the machine, but it doesn't exactly stick out like a sore thumb or anything. The round headlight can give way to the flanged fuel tank and bench seat that rides up over the trailing edge of the tank. This area, more than anything else, gives the Spade its retro vibe as it channels the 70s. The bench seat will haul rider and passenger, but only if they're good friends, and if they aren't when they start the ride. They may be by the end. A grab bar around the rear of the seat and fold-up, swing arm mount foot pegs complete the passenger's amenities. And a high-mount rear fender finishes the subframe with teensy turn signal whiskers and plate holder. It amazes me that the same people who designed all the cool features on this ride also signed off on that exhaust system. The design is decidedly uncool, and the coarse welds just make the system as ugly as a mud fence. Come on guys, tighten up your rod burners and run with a more mundane muffler next year. Trust me, normally, I don't get into the accessories catalog, especially not the aftermarket products, but I'm making an exception in this case. MNNTHBX Man in the Box has a proper cafe racer kit that transforms the Spade in spectacular fashion. Not only does the cafe-tastic sheet metal give the bike a racing and ran with a mechanical drum in back, but all things considered, that's probably plenty good enough considering the 266-pound wet weight. The bench seat rides at 28 inches off the ground with a hidden convenience trunk below. So this is a fairly low machine overall and should be easy to flat-foot by the vast majority of riders. Also, its maneuverability and compact nature make it a blast to ride. Once at your destination, or back home, you have a choice between a side stand and center stand when you go to park. Kymco uses its air-cooled 149.9cc thumper to power the Spade. A single overhead cam times the 4-valve head, and unlike the K-pipe, it uses electronic fuel injection to meter the induction rather than a carburetor. Beyond that, this is a relatively simple engine that provides predictable, non-threatening power delivery. About the power, the mill pushes out 8 pound-feet of grunt at 6,500 revolutions per minute with full ponies on tap at 8,500 revolutions per minute. A standard clutch couples engine power to the 5-speed transmission, and the combination of power and gearing gives the Spade a top speed around 60 miles per hour. Not exactly enough for interstate territory, but plenty for around town. At 91 mpg, the Spade delivers its fun with zero guilt and no pain in the wallet. Not only are operating costs low, but the initial impact is low, too. You can score an 18 Spade 150 for the everyday low price of $2,999, so if you're looking for cheap wheels and scooters really ain't your thing, this is certainly an attractive alternative. Though we have a number of ankle biters available, none of them have quite the same retro vibe as the Spade Safe 1, the Vanvan 200 from Suzuki. In fact, these rides look very similar, though mostly due to the overriding bench seat, flange tank, and fugly exhaust. To be fair, the Vanvan's muffler isn't quite as ugly as the Spade's, but it ain't winning any beauty contests anytime soon, either.